Oh, it is Trainwreck Trump Thursday, and someone in this breaking story is looking for a new best friend. Cannot wait to show you what is occurring in the Trumposphere land once again. Let's look at the inauguration photo that had Zuckerberg and Bezos and Elon Musk and Dandy Donnie Trump. And yet when it comes to Donald Trump, the reason why Putin can play him so easily is all you really have to do to make Daddy Donnie happy is just do what he says. But let's take a quick look at how much waffling, flip-flopping Donald Trump truly is. Check this out.
Donald Trump is lashing out at Amazon, tweeting, quote, "It is reported that the U.S. Post Office will lose $1.50 on average for each package it delivers for Amazon. That amounts to billions of dollars." Failing New York Times reports that the size of the company's lobbying staff has ballooned, and that does not include the fake Washington Post, which is used as a lobbyist and should so register. If the PO, Post Office, increased its parcel rates, Amazon shipping costs would rise by $2.6 billion.
I have respect for Jeff Bezos, but he bought the Washington Post to have political influence. And I got to tell you, we have a different country than we used to have. He owns Amazon. He wants political influence so that Amazon will benefit from it. That's not right.
Oh yeah, it's not right, Donald, except that's exactly what you do with crypto, meme coins, having Elon buy your presidency and then it uses influence. You do it all the time. But yet it gets better because the second Trump does that towards Bezos, then when he listens, Trump does this.
The president is now taking swings at Amazon. On Tuesday, President Trump made a personal phone call to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos following reports that the company was planning to show consumers how much of an item's cost was increasing due to tariffs imposed under his administration.
Jeff Bezos was very nice. He was terrific. He solved the problem very quickly. And he did the right thing, and he's a good guy.
A guy like Bezos is, I've gotten to know him, and I think he's trying to do a real job. Jeff Bezos is trying to do a real job with the Washington Post.
And in the end, in this breaking story, all it's really about is Donald Trump's desire to have everyone around him, even some of the smartest, wealthiest people in the world, actually look at him like this.
Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier. Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? No?
But do you
He did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
And that's why long before this past NATO meeting, I've been calling him Daddy Donnie. And in this breaking story, Jeff Bezos, owner, CEO of Amazon and Blue Origin, trying to compete with Musk SpaceX now that those boys' bromance has broken up. And Jeffrey is about to get married. Ooh, Daddy Donnie, please love me. Check out this story. Breaking news. Bezos and Blue Origin try to capitalize on Trump-Musk split. The simmering feud between President Trump and Elon Musk is producing a potential winner, Jeff Bezos. The Blue Origin founder talked to Trump at least twice this month, and the space company's CEO, David Limp, came to the White House to meet with Trump's chief of staff, according to people familiar with the matter. In at least some of the conversations with Trump and his staff, Bezos and other Blue Origin executives have appealed for more government contracts, the people said. The outreach came just days after the spectacular early June breakup of Trump and Musk, who served as one of President's top advisors and owns his own rocket company, SpaceX. Musk and Bezos have been space rivals for years, but SpaceX has pulled far ahead of Blue Origin, launching rockets at a record pace and becoming the dominant contractor at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, aka NASA. Blue Origin executives worried last summer about Musk's proximity to Trump and how that could affect access to government contracts, some of the people said. Trump's falling out with Musk created a potential opening. In May, Trump rescinded his nomination of Musk-backed nominee for the head of NASA. After Musk criticized Trump-backed legislation on X in early June and floated the idea of a new political party, the president suggested that Musk's businesses could suffer. In quotes, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contract. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do that. Limp, the Blue Origin CEO, met with White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles in mid-June, the People said, a meeting that was bookended by calls with Bezos and Trump. Trump has discussed with Bezos his desire to see a crewed mission to the moon during his term in office, the People said. Bezos sought to charm Trump in recent months, even inviting Trump to his celebrity-filled wedding schedule for this weekend in Venice, White House officials said. The president isn't expected to attend because of scheduling conflicts, people close to him said. A White House spokeswoman declined to comment. A spokeswoman for Blue Origin declined to comment. Musk and SpaceX didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. Origin, SpaceX has reeled in bigger and more government contracts than Blue Origin, given its lead on launch and in-space operations. In April, a Space Force command awarded SpaceX a $5.9 billion deal for 28 flights planned for the years ahead. Another provider, United Launch Alliance, received a bit less than SpaceX for 19 missions. Blue Origin was awarded $2.4 billion for 7 launches. Limp, Blue Origin's chief executive, has been pushing the company to move faster and focus on scaling up operations. Blue Origin hopes to launch a cargo vehicle to the moon this year and land it on the lunar surface. SpaceX and Blue Origin might square off over several important government deals, including space-related work tied to Trump's Golden Dome missile defense effort and Mars projects the White House has proposed that NASA pursue. Trump criticized Bezos in much of his first term, accusing him of using the Washington Post, which he bought in 2013, to unfairly assail his presidency. He also claimed that Amazon was a monopoly and commissioned an investigation into Amazon's use of the Postal Service, alleging that the company was getting rates that hurt the financial viability of the institution. This term, Bezos has managed to repair his relationship with Trump. He became friendly with Trump's daughter Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner and defended the Washington Post decision not to endorse a candidate in the election after the editorial board had prepared an argument on behalf of Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democratic presidential nominee. Trump has praised Bezos privately for blocking the endorsement, according to Trump advisors, and people close to both men describe a warm relationship now. What this should all tell everyone at all times is the reason why things do not change in government, the reason why certainly with where we are with Citizens United and the corporate oligarchy that's been going on for 25, 30 years, the reason why it doesn't change is these guys are just playing a game of fantasy football with their money and friendships, and it doesn't have anything to do with 99% of the American citizens. That's all you have to know, and until we change some laws, nothing will change. You guys stay frosty.